Hello, Entrepreneur Center, Women's Business Center. My name is Antwaine Debnam, and today I'm going to do a short, simple video on how to do an easy edit on any video content you may have so that you can use that video edited to post on your website, to email, or even to post videos on social media to build your audience and hopefully increase the revenue in your business. So let's start with downloading the software that we're going to need to use. That software is called Shotcut. So we're going to go to shotcut.org. Once you get there, you want to go to click downloads. Next is going to take you to a page where you can actually get the installer for the software. I choose Site 2 GitHub all the time, and I click the Windows installer. Once you click that, the program downloads, and then you can open it and get it ready for use. As you can see, I have the software, so I'll open it. Now the software opens up with a bunch of windows open. And I want you to X those windows out to get yourself a fresh screen so that you may be able to just do the edit you need. Next thing you want to do is want to name this video project. So I'm just going to call this Shotcut tutorial video. And then I'm going to hit start. As you see, after I X'd out all the boxes, I'm left with two halves in my screen. The top half right now is allowing me to preview everything that I'm going to do. And the bottom half is where I lay out the pieces of my edit so that I can visually see what is going on. In the middle, you have these 5 dots that you can slide up and down to make the tracks more visible, less visible. I really suggest doing a 50-50 split. So as you add video tracks to the bottom, and video tracks will be where you place your video ingredients and put them in order the way you want them to be viewed by the viewer. But I would do a 50-50 split with the video track in the preview box so that you can really see everything and how it's laid out in case you want to make any changes or in case you want to correct any mistakes. The next thing I would always do for this video is I would add 2 tracks just to get started. So track operations, go over to add video track. You see V1 for video track 1. For this particular instance, since we're using a green screen and we're inserting an image, I would do a second video track. So I would right click again, track operations, and go to add video track. Now you see I have video 2. The way these are listed are the way they appear. So if you put something on video track 2, it's going to show on your preview and in the video priority over whatever is in video track 1. So whatever you really want the audience to see that's not in the background, you would really want to put it on the top video track. So if you have 4 video tracks and V4 will be at the top, you want to put these elements on V4 that you want to be in the forefront. So now you're going to prepare your files to be imported into the software so that you can use them as ingredients in your edit, in your film project. So the next thing you want to do is go to the folder where your stuff is located. So in our class, you might have received your footage in a zip file. That's fine. If you receive your footage and it's in a file with a zipper on it, you cannot import the footage or the file pieces from a zipped file. You have to unzip it. So to unzip it, you right click on it, you click extract all, you click extract, and as you see, it opens up the file. And then if you go into that file, you'll see it right here. And if I go inside, I see all the elements that I'm going to use today. So now let's go back to the Shotcut software. We have prepared our files. So now we want to get them from our desktop into the video editor software. So to do that, we have to import them. And to import them, we have to do open file, just like you do in a regular Microsoft Word function. You open file, took me to the folder that I want to get the ingredients out of, and I want to grab the video, and I'm going to hit open. Now it's allowing me to preview the video, which is great. But I want to make sure that this video is in my ingredients so that I can use it later. So I want to create a playlist. And then over here in the corner, I want to hit the add button. And now that video has gone from preview to actually being in my basket where I can use it later. The next thing I want to do is I want to go and grab an image to use on this green screen background for later. So I'm going to go grab that also. I'm going to hit open. I'm going to hit green screen images, and I want to see what they are. So I'm going to hit a bigger view, and I want to use the autumn image, and I hit open. Again, it's in my preview box just for me to look at it and see if I like it or if I still want it. If I do like it, if I do still want it, I want to go over here to the left again, click the add button, and now you see that's also in my basket. That's something I can use for my project. Now, there's another image I want to add, and it's my logo. So I want to go and actually, it's somewhere on my desktop. I want to search my logo. Okay, so maybe it's in my downloads folder. My logo, there it is. I want to grab my logo wherever it's located, open it. And again, it shows up in my preview screen. But now that I approve of it and I decide I do want to use it, I want to put it in my basket, which is my playlist. Now here I have all the ingredients I need to do all my editing for this particular video project. So the first thing I want is I want the video to open up with my logo. So I'm going to drag my logo from the playlist, just drag it on down. And it's on the timeline now. So being that it's on the timeline on the track, I want to slide it right to the beginning. So it's right at the beginning of my video. And there you go. These squares of content are made to move left and right, up and down, and snap in at the appropriate point. You don't have to force it. Once you put one video file next to the next, it'll automatically click in. Let me show you. I'm going to go up here and grab the actual video that I want. And I'm going to drag it down now. And you see it hits the timeline, and the square is showing me how to slide this over to the left and line it up, and it clicks right in. Perfect. So now the video I want is actually on the timeline. The next thing I want to do is I want to edit that video. I want to edit parts of that video before I finish the project and export the video. So I want to go to the timeline right here at the top, and it's going to allow me to move the cursor to be able to see where the video starts. So I want to make sure I time it right in a good rhythm for where I want the video to start. So I'm going to listen to Jessica do her pitch.
Hi.
See, that sound is a very good indicator of where I should begin the edit of the video. So she's giving me the perfect rhythm by making that sound, which automatically knows this is where I start my edit. And that makes it very easy for me to do versus trying to figure it out myself. I hit the space bar to stop, and you can see the cursor stopped right where that cut is that I want to make right here on the video. Then I want to do what's called a split, which is this button right here, the reverse. And then as you can see, I hit that button, there's actual split. Now this first part of the video that I wanted to take out is its own square, and the rest of the video is its own square. So now I have isolated the video part that I want to take out, and I take it out. Now in the video, you can see
Hi, my name is Jessica Gonzalez.
the video starts right on time, right with her starting her pitch. So that's exactly how I want it. It just goes into, hi, my name is Jessica Gonzalez. Now that I like that, there's a gap here. If I don't take that gap out, it'll show as black on the screen and it shows black in my final edit. I don't want that. So I'm gonna slide this square right on over, and you'll see it clicks right in. Next, I wanna go to the end of the video, at the end of the pitch, and I wanna make sure I edit the video at the end in the appropriate space so there's no leftover. So again, I'm just gonna listen for the end. I'm going to try it again, put the cursor on another part of the video, hit the square, hit the space bar to play it.
Can you give me a call at 860-800-9465 or visit lashaesthetica.com.
So I put it for 1 beat after she gave her website, the .com. That's how you want to do. You want to time it, give it 1 beat at the end so that the viewer doesn't feel rushed. The video feels complete. So again, I stop my cursor with hitting the space bar, and now I have a separator between the part I don't want and the part I want to keep. So I go back over here to the split button and I hit split. And as you can see, this part that I do not want to use in the video is isolated, and I can highlight it with the red square. I can hit delete and it goes away.
Or visit lashaesthetica.com.
Now, as you see, the video ends fine. There's no extra at the end. There's no extra in the beginning. I want to get a little bit fancy now, and I actually want to have a fade, and I want the video to gradually open up. So since I want to do that, I'm going to highlight this piece of content, this square, because that's what I want to edit. And I want to add a filter on it. A filter is a computer-generated effect you want to add to your video. So it's just all computer-generated effects you add to videos. So I'm going to go to filters. I'm going to hit the plus sign. I'm going to look for video fade in, and you can see it right here. Actually, it's fade in video. I hit that, and as you can see, automatically on the video, there's a black triangle that shows like a faded scene. And if I sample it, move the cursor and hit the space bar to play,
Hi, my name is Jocelyn Gonzalez.
you can see it fades in. It's kind of quick because the fade right here is showing you it's only 1 second. So I'm going to change that 1 to 2 just to give it more of a gradual fade. And so let's try to check it out now. I'm back down here with the cursor. I hit the space bar to start.
Hi, my name is Jocelyn Gonzalez, and I'm the owner of Lashes.
See, that's perfect. Now, at the end of her video, she does a good job by giving her website, but I also want to do a fade out on the video. So I'm still on the portion of content I want to edit, and I go over to the plus sign to add video fade out, and you'll see it's 2 below. It's right there, video fade out video, sorry. And now you see that same triangle show up down here at the bottom, showing that there's going to be a fade out. So let me also preview that. Put my cursor back, and I hit the space bar to play.
9465 or visit lashaesthetica.com.
Perfect. That fades in, fades out perfectly. We have, go back to the beginning. We have the logo.
Hi, my name is Jocelyn Gonzalez, and I'm the owner of Lashes Aesthetica.
We have the fade in. She gives her pitch.
Or visit lashaesthetica.com.
And we have the fade out. That is a very good video. That is all you need to create a pitch video. That is all you may need to put a video on your website. And that's definitely all you need to post videos on social media. That simple process that we just did. Now that I'm satisfied with the edits that I've made, the cutting, the fading, adding my logo in front, I want to save this. I want to export it so it's in an actual video file that I can play anywhere. So to do that, I want to export the video. That's what it's called, export. So you click on the export tab, and that brings up this window. In export, you want to select the H24 high profile. H24 high profile means that I'm going to get the highest quality video. It also means that when the video goes through the process of what's called rendering, meaning making that official video file, it's going to take a little longer because it's a high quality version. If I just chose the baseline profile, it would give me the quickest edit. It would process the video quickly, but the quality at the end would not be as good. It wouldn't be clear. It probably wouldn't be HD quality. So we're going to select H.264 high profile, and then we're going to go down here to the button that says export file. It's going to ask us where we want to put the video. So we're going to put it in Shotcut tutorial. And we're going to hit save. And just let me know that I'm saving using some of my space. And over here, all the way to the right, you see 10%, 11%, 12%, 15%. That is the process of rendering the video. And of course, the video is done. When you get to 100%, then it'll be in the folder you put it in, ready to view on any video player, on your computer, or on the internet. Okay, for your adventurous type, we're going to attempt to add an image to the green screen. In the beginning, when we started this process, we put the autumn background as the background we wanted to use for the green screen. So that background would actually show up in back of Jessica, making it appear as if she's actually in the middle of a road in the middle of fall. So to do that, we have to use this second track called V1, the one at the bottom. So since we want this image in back of Jessica, and it's not the primary image, we want to put it on the second track, but we want to line it up with her video because we only want it to show in the back of her video when we do this. But you can see the video image is not the same time duration as her actual video. So you just go over here to the right side of the box and you see your arrow changes to a slider and you slide it all the way to the end. Now that image is on the track and back of the primary image, which is Jessica in front of the green screen. So to get this image in the back, to make us transition to the front and be on the green screen, I want to go back to Jessica's track and I want to highlight that. Then since we're doing a computer generated effect with the green screen, I want to add a filter. So what I'm going to do is open the filters tab and hit the plus button. Then I'm going to search for chroma. You see it says chroma key. Chroma key or keying is the process of adding an image to a green screen. So I'm going to put the simple version of chroma key. And as you can see, nothing shows up. However, if I take this distance slider and slide it, you'll see the image starts to come. Now, some of the image is blurring into Jessica's image, so you want to just take the time to find the right ratio for this video. I'm just playing with it a little bit. I think it's 44.7 is probably a good distance. So you want to use, 44.7. Now this video has our logo in the front. If I go down the timeline, it has Jessica doing her pitch and it has the green screen behind her. There are a few different elements that affect the green screen's ability to capture an image correctly. How far the person is from the green screen when they film, it should be 3 feet. How much lighting is there and the image you select. Also, what may take effect if it's the person themselves are wearing green, the image will show up on their person. So you have to be careful with those different variables. That being said, this video is probably as clear as we can get for the lighting we have and the green screen image we have. If you see this green on the side, it's because the dimensions of the green screen image are not the same as the dimensions of the video you shot. So that also you have to take into account. the dimensions of the image you want to use for the background to make sure it's wide enough to cover up the entire background. And mine is a little bit more square of an image than what we shot. That being said, we are done best we can adding a green screen image to the back of Jessica. You could also experiment with this. You could run through different images and do the same process over and over until you get the quality and the look you want. So let's say we're all done again. We're going to go to export the final project and make it just a regular movie file. We're going to go to export again. Let me X this out. We're going to go to high profile again, not baseline. We're going to go to high profile and we go to export file. Now it's going to place it in the same place we did for our first edit, and I'm going to save it. And in fact, I'm going to have to change the name, add a 1. And as you see again, in the left corner, it starts ticking away 10%, 11%, 12%. So once it gets to 100%, I'll have the first version of the video we edited saved, and I'll have this green screen version of the video that we just saved again. That's the total tutorial for this time. Thank you all for attending the class. Thank you all for your time, and have a good day.